Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video, what I got going on for you guys is something very simple. What we're going to be getting into is discussing some upcoming sneakers, really some ones that are on the way that are going to be some good bets for resale, also for the personal collection, and just some restock. So just going over really what's on the way. I can give some, dates for some of these. Other ones I will not have dates for, but most of these I will. So if you guys want more content like this, check my Instagrams, any of that down below if you guys are interested, and feel free to subscribe and like for more content like this. Let's try and hit like 200 likes on this video. That'd be great if we could do that. If not, again, definitely not the end of the world. We got a lot more on the way, so stay tuned. And feel free to check out my friend and I's group down below. Don't forget the undermarket UNC dunks, lobster SBs, all the undermarket clothing items and other things we do on a daily basis. So feel free to get into the group if you want to start getting access to those deals or bot support, hundreds of guides, other flips and different resale areas, so you can start learning how to consistently profit. So feel free to get in and join that waitlist if y'all want to, and you can kind of test it out, see if you like it, and again, see everything else offered here. It is not just the daily deals. There's so many other things to help you, even our free app, early info on drops, pings for anything profitable related to sneakers, and also brick flips to show you how to flip sneakers that normally sit at outlets and online, and how to make a profit selling those to apps and eBay, other things like that. So hope to see y'all there, and let's get started. So the first one I want to get into, a lot of people have been asking me about this SB right here. We're going to discuss the Supreme and Rammellzee SB Dunk Low. Now, for those of you that are wondering, where did this shoe go? It was supposed to release at the start of July. It hasn't happened. The main reason for that is because this one has now been pushed back to fall winter. A lot of people are telling me this one is now going to be releasing on the first week of fall winter 23, which would make sense right around the start. I could see that happening, but if it wasn't the first week, it'd probably be, week 3 or 4, a little bit into the Supreme season. That would make sense, but we still are going to be seeing this one for anybody asking. And again, it also includes the Dunk High. Personally, if I was going to be adding one to the collection, I'd probably go with the Dunk High. That just, again, it's what I personally rock with more, just kind of like my style. I Dunk Highs to me, compared to Dunk Lows, are just a little bit more comfortable once you break them in, but I could just be being, again, biased because I am a bigger fan of them, but it's not like I have a massive amount of Dunk Highs. I just have a couple of ones I rock with in my collection that I wear day to day, and that's why I like them. But that's really all you need in your collection is maybe 1 or 2 pairs of a certain sneaker, and you can really like the model, or even just one pair that is your go-to, and you're a fan of them. So that's kind of how it's been for me with Dunk Highs. But I'm looking forward to both these, the lows, the highs. The highs actually aren't going to be reselling for too much more, which is kind of the nice part about it is Dunk Highs aren't super hyped. So these will probably be I know retail is going to be 140, 150. So resale would probably be 180, 220, not too far above, unless stock was very limited. Keep in mind, Dunk Highs sometimes have gone up in price after their release. It has happened with a couple models that have been very limited. So could it happen with these? Sure, but I think these are going to be releasing on sneakers, on the Supreme website, probably a couple raffle locations for them as well. So I don't feel like they'll be super limited, but we have to see. But I do feel like there is a decent amount of them out there because we have seen a good amount of early pairs for these, so keep that in mind. But just kind of the first one I want to get into, we do have the Supreme and Rammellzee SB Dunk High coming soon. Looking forward to this one, kind of that nice canvas material and the suede that goes around that canvas, because you can see it's all over the sneaker, but then you have kind of that suede that's hidden right here around that toe box. I think that's a nice detail. I think this is going to be a really cool pair to not only see kind of skated, but also just to kind of see hopefully I'll be able to hit on one, but I know the resale prices on these are definitely going to be up there. Big collaboration. And also anything with the SB name right now is kind of trending. But another one, again, I discussed this in my video yesterday. We got the Plum Lows. Just going to breeze over them really quick, but should be around the start of 2024. Mainly a rumor at the moment, but yeah, looking forward to these. I mean, again, it's a very clean pair. I kind of forgot about these, but it's nice to see them again. It reminds me of an SB because of all the detail, and different things they put into it, but it's not an SB. I even think it has, no, it doesn't have the fat tongue. I almost thought it did, and I was I mean, it's pretty close to an SB. There's just one difference, which would be the tongue and the fact that it doesn't say Nike SB on it as well. So there's a couple things, but coming soon. Don't forget, we also will have the A Ma Maniére 5s. These now have a date, and I know the photos for them. Some of the early ones are just not great, but I mean, you see these ones, and you're oh, okay, I kind of like the Age Soul look. It looks kind of nice, a decent collaboration. This is a different colorway, I think, so we might be seeing 2 colorways for it. That might be possible, but at the moment, we have this one with kind of the main photos out for it. You've seen kind of the different angles and leaks for it, but this one's going to be releasing, I've heard the date is going to be November 22nd, so it was supposed to be last year in November, I believe, but now we have it this year in November, and we've had this one, again, we've known about it since last year, I think, around that time. So, I mean, we've had this one pushed back for quite a while, but it's nice to, you know, see that we probably will have a date for this one around the start of, you know, not the start, but around the end of November and kind of before December. So, I mean, again, these will sell well, 100%. Any Jordan 5 typically has good sales, and these will probably be a good flip because, I mean, they put the I'm My Manier name on it. It's been leaked for a while. I don't think it'll be massively produced, but, I mean, don't expect it to be like a great flip because don't forget, on I'm My Manier, you got to pay the tax on the site. You got to pay that $25 shipping. I think that's what it is, at least. It's either 15 or 25, but still, it's pretty expensive for the shipping on the site. So after, you know, all the fees and all that, if you're planning to sell the apps, might not be the best move, but a local flip will probably be good. But if you just want these for the personal, again, another really cool one. I'm looking forward to these because it just seems like it's kind of a simple, everyday go-to pair. You know, you don't got to think about it too much when putting it on foot, like, oh, does this match with this? No, you just put it on and, you know, you're good to go. So that's why I think it's nice. So looking forward. It's a good go-to. But aside from this go-to pair, another one I want to discuss, we have the St. John's Dunk Low. Now, a lot of people have been asking, when are these going to be restocking? And it should be, again, there was a lot of rumors for 2020. You can see they've been coming out recently with the Plum Lows. You even seen some discussion, not about like the Kentuckys and Syracuses, but those restocked last year. So it would not surprise me, since this was part of that set, if this did restock, you know, this year, probably in those winter months. It'd be between probably September to December. That would be my prediction. Right around in those months, we'd probably see this one releasing. I don't have a date for it exactly, but all I can say is that we most likely will be seeing the restock still for this one. I know a lot of people have been saying it's in the air, but we just mainly need to see the pairs produced first. Got vacuum going in the background, my bad. But I know people are wanting to see this one, and Nike would probably deliver on something like this. And also the resale prices aren't too insane for it, which tells me that some pairs have probably been floating around, you know, because if you go look at some of these other dunk models, right, like what the Kentuckys used to go for, what the Syracuses used to go for. I mean, they are going for some serious bread, and these ones, just to be kind of, you know, lower in price right now at these, you know, levels. I don't know if there's just some people that have a lot of stock of them, or, you know, maybe that could be the situation going on, but I think we might have something on the way, because it seems like, I just think there's some pairs floating around, because these are just a little bit lower than expected. I mean, there hasn't been a release in almost 4 years, and they're going for, you know, not too heavy. So is this a sign of the sneaker market being down? Absolutely. But is this also a sign of pairs floating around? I think so. So stay tuned. Might be on the way. And the final one, we do have the Black Toe Jordan 1 Low. This is going to be a very good flip and an especially good hold. Just keep letting these drop in price. That's all I want to say, because I know some people have been kind of looking for their pair, but don't forget, July 28th is the release date for these. So it seems also, one thing about these is it doesn't seem as much of like a red colorway, because I know on like the OG Black Toes, it's like that red, black, and white. But on these, it kind of seems like the red's a little bit different, almost like a lighter red. It almost looks orange in the photos, which is just, it's throwing me off a little bit, but it is a very cool colorway, and I know on foot it'd probably be very nice as well, because I know there's a couple videos out there on YouTube probably of like an on foot video, something like that. So these have been floating around, and they're dropping at the end of this month. So I just want to say, let them kind of, you know, drop in price. They'll be a good play, especially for consignment. For consignment, these will be going really well. So for anybody that's, you know, been getting into consignment sneakers, we can also teach you that down below. If you're interested in, you know, learning how to make more from your sneaker sales, sourcing good shoes for consignment, that's something we can show you. But this is a really good play that's on the way for consignment, or just, again, to hold on to anything like that. I think this will be a good one. Even though ones are down right now, I think Jordan 1 Lows are still one that people go to. You can go look at Fragment Lows, anything like that. I mean, that shows you that lows are still good. It just has to be a good colorway, or kind of a hyped one. And these ones will be a little bit of a flip as we get closer to drop day. Definitely some hype behind them. So stay tuned on the 28th. Going to be a good play. But those are some shoes I can mention that are on the way this year. We really do have some good pairs. I know right now it's kind of dead, but later this year it's going to be picking up. Not like in the winter months, it's not going to be dead whatsoever. Like, we're definitely going to have something every week that we're going to be able to look forward to, which I think is kind of nice. I mean, of course, some weeks it'll probably be dead, but it seems like there is a lot to, you know, kind of be staying tuned for. So if y'all want more content like this, again, feel free to check my Instagrams, any of that down below. Again, this is right here, Hype Labs. Again, we could really help you start cooking more under market sneakers, getting that wait list. Again, you can see everything offered here. It's not even just the daily deals. There's so many other things that we offer to you guys to help you cook. That's just kind of like a nice bonus we throw in there to help you guys out as well, to make it a little bit easier with your reselling journey if you win one of those deals. But of course, we can teach you the consignment, sourcing sneakers off different locations, like how to resell your shoes to make the most profit, how to source locally, you know, our in-store monitors, early info and drops, learning how to bot. So yeah, see you guys there. But that's everything I really need to mention. Let me know what you guys are thinking about these upcoming sneakers. A lot of heat on the way, so that's all I need to say. And yeah, see y'all down below. So I'm ending that screen recording. I'm Tristan. Thank you guys, and hopefully I catch you on the wait list or in the next video video should be, I think I'm posting something tomorrow. Just stay tuned for that. If I don't post tomorrow, it'll be the day after that. But we're going to have a short, like a little YouTube short up no matter what. So stay tuned for that. But catch y'all in the next one. Coming soon. Peace.